Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because right here in this dark ice mountain, we are about to uncover frozen, encrypted turmoil. Knowing this series par for the course, it's more than likely not going to lead into not going to lead to anything good. I'd be surprised if it was the exact opposite, or polar opposite, I should say. I've gotten away with way worse. Alright. Let's continue examining. Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, episode number 12.
You'll need to get that generator back online, Sam.
Thank you for the reminder, Tokabi.
You'll find it down in the lower levels of this
Lower level of facility, okay. I don't think I've explored every nook and cranny in this part of Ice Belt, though, but I could be wrong. Can I open this back up, or did I just enter inside there on a different route? I'm pretty sure I did. Wait, oh wait, no. I can go back through there. Just need to break open the glass. Tempered glass is cracked in several places. Strong back will shatter it. Will fire do the trick, though? Surprisingly, no. You just have to use a missile. Boom. There we go. Problem solved. So is just a generic fire blast the ideal replacement for missiles or something? Hope not, because I'd really like for these things to be upgraded in some useful capacity, because right now as it stands, it's not even close to being useful. I mean, if it takes 3 missiles to kill 1 Griever, yeah, that is not ideal. Alright, let's see, let me go examine the map here. Am I missing a, whatever it was called here? Missing, a TK code. Yeah, TK code is what I'm missing. Yeah, I just need to get the rest of them. Alright, so we're going down here. That's the save station. Alright. Yeah, this place genuinely gives me the creeps. I'm expecting there to be a Griever outbreak to, like, you know, appear on the sides of the hallways just to break out and just scare the crap out of me. I'll be prepared for that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's already been like detailed and shown off in the trailer before, so pretty sure I already know what to expect. Ouch. Because I was definitely expecting a tiny explosion to like engulf my skin there. Game material is otherwise indestructible, so there's no way to go through here. Anything... what is this? Test capsule with temperature control function contains a blood sample. So Lamorne were definitely experimenting with something on the Grievers. To reverse their transformation. For what purpose, I don't know. But, alright, there's part of a TK code. Let's go form this little puzzle. So to move slowly, that means you're on the right track. TK code fragment collected. 1 of 4, okay. Test capsule with temperature control function contains a prototype medicine. Prototype medicine. Interesting. Sample of poisonous liquid. A body tissue what? Body tissue. They were tampering with life, and I thought they cherished it. Should I even trust the Lamorne after seeing all this? I don't think I should. Oh, crap. Oh. I had no idea that was a feature. Apparently you can, like, enter free aim mode by clicking the L3, by clicking L3. No. Wait. It does that by itself when you just like move around your controller. Just in case you feel like doing that instead of just doing this all the time. I don't know. I don't want it to, you know, taint my muscle memory or anything, so I'll just stick to what I already know how to do. Which door to take? It doesn't really matter. I don't even know what's through here anyway. Transport cart has clamps for fastening containers and specialized omni wheels for improved maneuvering. Meanwhile, this is pretty huge. What is this? Part of the cryopod rail system, the column secures and releases pods for distribution. It is linked to the loading platform. There's another lore tablet. Attempt. We were so close. It seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there were any problems in our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing. They're in the process of reaching some conclusion. It's awfully convoluted right now, but I just hope it'll build for something really revelation-like. So we're definitely receiving details about the great tragedy of Planet Euros. What made it a tragedy? Well, obviously, it led to the extinction of the Lemorn race. Or species, because they're plants. But whatever. It makes sense. Equipped with life preservation systems able to keep specimens dormant semi-permanently. Switches to an internal battery disconnected from power. Meanwhile, pod storage crane travels vertically along rails on the walls, managing cryopods containing Grievance specimens. Stored pods remain operational while the facility is in low power mode. To extract a specimen, first socket its pod, then open the hatch by touching the hologram. I don't know if I want to discover what's inside these pods. If I do that, it's just going to go cause a freaking outbreak. I said it's taking over time. It can be melted using high temperature tools. Oh, my phone's over there. Hold on. My phone's out of reach. Hold on a second. Alright. My controller is vibrating for some reason. Yeah, the vibration intensifies when I get closer to this room. Another lore tablet. Limit. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity, and, tragically, countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because our restoration experiments have thus far been unsuccessful. But Chatillon Vouloon, or Chatillon or Chatillon, the name sounds very the names sound very similar to each other. I wonder if you can use motion controls on the Pro Controller itself to. To pull open things with the grapple lasso. conduit access hatch. I really do not like the looks of this. I really don't. Oh my god! Oh my god, no! No! That is one gigantic hell no if I've ever seen one. Bulk cryopod storage. All pods functioning normally while in low power mode. Do all of them contain a single griever? I hope to god not. Storage bay cryopod terminal opens the hatch of a socketed cryopod online. Does it open all of them? Good lord, I don't want that to be the case. Open the hatch of cryopod currently offline. Okay. Both of these are online, but good lord. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Oh, right, of course. What's happening? Oh, it just opens one. It just opens one at a time. But what's inside here? That's a griever. Griever specimen containing a TK code. Oh. Well, okay. Okay. A little bit closer. And boom. Got it. That's 2 of 4. Information on this, please. Griever specimen, battery depletion led to specimen's death. The drop in room temperature caused it to freeze afterward. Why is it making that noise? That is extremely fucked up. What the hell? It's extremely distorted. Almost like as if it's speaking to me in its language or something. Meanwhile, these other two are online. This one's also dead. Battery depletion ultimately led to specimen's death. It is frozen completely. They say it's dead, but it sounds alive when you approach it. Completely frozen due to the drop in the laboratory's temperature, no life signs detected. How do you explain this then? This is disturbing. I'm getting out of here. Lock the doors, throw away the key. I really don't want to deal with any more of that crap. Suddenly Resident Evil in here. Like, holy crap. This is unprecedented. Oh, and the atmosphere has gotten more darker. Alright, so that's everything that I explored in that part. Oh god. I wonder. No, it doesn't work. You have to use the analog stick. That's a bit of a bummer. Lamorne-made stretcher used for specimen transport can be reconfigured to work as an operating table. The mat is made of a hardened gel material. Specimen thawing station quickly and safely resuscitates frozen specimens without returning them to consciousness. There's experiments on aliens. Unused DNA sample storage case. Used for extracting DNA for experimentation. Breakthrough. Oh, this is huge. We may have had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presume that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals causing compositional change in the GE, which would in turn cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet that is not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated, and, as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? This would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one potential future. So with that in mind, what would happen if, when administering GE, we disabled those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? There should be sufficient value in attempting this to justify altering the Balsilay system's programming. They're experimenting with the green crystal energy. I mean, we already know what happens when you expose green crystal energy to creatures. They become augmented in power. But are they sustained by it? A ventilation fan is active inside. Well, let's pull this open then. Huh? Oh, it's a missile expansion. Don't mind if I do. Getting an awful lot of missile expansions in here. Oh wait, no, that's my first one. Well, anyway, that's what I that's what I needed to do to activate the ventilation system. Nothing I'm missing in here, looks like. No TK codes. Telekinetic codes, that's what it means. Balsilay system, primarily used to perform experimental autopsies. Online activation will set it to operating mode. Lamorne-made operating table uses a gravity turning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. That's not pleasant. To use your mind to restrain someone? What are you, bloodbending them or something? It's 2-wheel sizes reduce resistance, allowing for easy and smooth rotation, currently configured to function as an operating table. These are once vehicles, but now they're operating tables with this disgusting place. Storage shutter appears to have stopped mid-activation. Looks like a TK code. Recording camera drone developed to autonomously record video, including medical procedures. A powerful impact has rendered it non-functional. By who? Or what? This is really freaking morbid. Just the freaking sound design that I'm hearing. I mean, the further that I get into this place. This is what I wanted. Autopsy systems activated. Storage mode disabled. Operating mode initialized. Oh. Is that a creature or a machine? Active Belsele system containing a TK code. Okay. TK code fragment collected. Now what in God's name are you? Belsele system. Its ultra-high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. Oh my God. Yeah, get that thing away from me. I don't want to know anything more about you. Getting that. I wonder what happens if I just go in Morph Ball. Nothing. It's just... Okay. Well, let's just move on. Was music not playing at the start of this area, or was I just not paying attention? Well, at any rate, last door with the last TK code fragment. And more details of Lamorne's experiments. Look, it appears to be a sedative variant. Oh, jeez. Awakening. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod, and its metabolism is at minimum levels. Unfortunately, we were unable to perform the experiments we'd like with the subject in this state. If the subject metabolic function is inactive, a reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. So the great tragedy occurred not because of the grievers. Okay, scratch that. The great tragedy occurred an extremely long time ago, and the present, currently past, early past, present Lamorne are trying to uncover the mystery behind what caused it by digging into the freaking flesh of a live griever and doing God knows what with them. Now it makes sense as to why they're extremely aggressive and hostile toward anyone and anything. And it also might explain why they're so aggressive towards me, because I had the psychic crystal. Or maybe I'm just reaching here. It's a data terminal. Can I access that? You definitely got the atmosphere just right. I'll give you that. Oh, jeez. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Pod now in low power mode. Are they still alive? Griever enclosed after an experimental Lamorne restoration procedure. Pod glass destroyed, cell culture and preservation liquid is leaked. Life signs of the specimen griever have ceased. Specimen griever is alive and preserved. Oh, great. Are you gonna go bust out? I can see it moving. Griever's metabolism currently at minimum. All readings from specimen Griever read normal. Yeah, that one's still alive. Oh wait, no, that's just the liquid inside. TK code fragment. No life signs detected. Cryopod, cell culture, and preservation liquid have leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to the specimen's death. Why am I hearing distorted static each time when I approach one of these Griever's corpses? The scan visor says dead, but the scan visor says dead, but the combat visor says, I don't like this. Run. Get out as soon as you can. I said a second over time. Yeah, okay, that's just powerful, of course, there. This is... Recovery Pod Management Terminal tracks the state of the contained specimen and sends data to a remote database. Operates normally in low power mode. I hesitate to find out of what this place is going to be like once I restore power to it. Obviously, these things are going to be fucking pissed off once I wake them up from their slumber or hibernation. Machines don't hibernate. They're put in stasis. What am I saying? A window shutter used for ventilation. The slats are damaged. A strong shock will destroy them. Security gate sealed. Releasing the lock unit attached to the rear side will allow it to open. Shock or blast? You're not really being too concise. Oh, shit. Those ones are definitely still active. Analysis. We're monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. I think GE means green energy. Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It is almost as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? Grievers as natural creatures. Might have spawned from something in Vuros. Does Silex have anything to do with it? It wouldn't make sense. Contains a blood sample. I thought I was missing something over there. Recovery pod observation monitor currently stowed and secured. It can be retrieved by pulling it down. But what good will it do if it's not active? Oh. It was obvious. Last fragment. Monitor stabilizer broken, causing it to fall. Its power has been cut, disabling the display. I mean, there's nothing to display at all, even if you really wanted to. So, what's the point? This is so creepy. I kind of want to explore the rest of Ice Belt as a biome, just not this place. As much as it is genuinely fucking fascinating with its dark and disturbing atmosphere. Almost on par with GFS Valhalla. GFS Valhalla was genuinely horrifying, and you already see the damage. But in here, it's nothing but confusion of what's going on. Is it anything good? Is it anything bad? Is it anything that you should be aware of? Is it something that is it something that's somehow familiar to you? I have absolutely no idea what it's trying to convey. Alright, let's just continue on here. Huh? I somehow missed this. Anxiety. Green energy. Yeah, I knew it. Green energy. Green energy dosage. Green energy dosage results show no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and a doubling of the number of cells, increases growth and affects vitality. But why has this vector taken such an abnormal turn, and what can be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles. So we're trying to crack the code of the great tragedy. Okay. Key code acknowledged. You may now access the rest of this horrendous science lab. Resignation. Our resources are running very low, and we are almost out of the chemicals needed for research and experiments. At the same time, progress remains at a standstill. Naturally, there's a rising sense of panic and resignation. We cannot hope for more chemicals to arrive, and if we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds, no, even if it succeeds, and with what we have left, and we're losing researchers, everyone is likely thinking the same thing. So is green energy harmful to Lamorne as well?
Samus, looks like you made it through another floor. You're getting close to the generator.
I'm not looking forward to turning that thing back on. Like, I'm really not. Security storage contains vital medicines and experimentation equipment. Door sensor offline. Heavy door comprises 5 parts with a sensor in its center. It is much stronger than standard doors. Okay, these are just... Yeah, those are just, Scavengers. They're just scavengers in Ice Belt. I don't know what this is about, though. Lightweight vertical wind turbines made to withstand the valley's severe winds. When the facility is in low power mode, wind power fulfills all energy needs. Take that. Oh, I get to go out there now. Okay. Huh? Oh, it's just the dart wings. Oh my god. $40 damage from a single freaking enemy. Marvelous. Huh? Blue Croc. Chiroptera variant that flies using the Pagium wings. The leader guides their colony by emitting sound waves from their antennae. The Blue Croc is a Chiroptera variant adapted to frigid climates. By flapping the wing-like membrane formed by their front legs as they glide, they're able to fly freely. Oh, it's just like the red croc from the flare pool, I think. To conserve stamina, they undulate their bodies to reduce air resistance, which allows them to fly for longer periods of time. Their legs have degenerated, meaning they are unable to land or stand up. Once they take flight, they will continue to fly for as long as they are able, even sleeping while in flight by resting half of their brain at a time. They habitually form groups of around 20, including a leader who heads the group and directs the others using sounds from their antennae. They rely entirely on these sound waves, and should an obstacle suddenly appear in their path, and if the leader fails to make large enough movements to instruct the others to avoid it, they will simply collide with that obstacle. So they're mostly dim-witted when they're in flight. Fascinating. Cargo gondola lift, used for transporting cargo and research staff over the valleys below. Reinforced cables proof it against strong winds. Currently offline, so even if I really want to get to the other side here, I can't. But it looks like I don't have a choice. No psychic things for me to grab onto. Oh, I go this way. But hold on a sec. What is going on? Oh boy. Well, that explains that. For sure, I saw something green over here earlier. It might have just been my imagination. Yeah, it was. All right. Going forward. Oh my goodness! This is very unstable. Oh my god! I guess I'm supposed to wait until the blizzard dies down. Yep. Oh, it's pushing me back. Energy tank. Oh, not yet. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Clear path, clear path. Go forward, go forward. Really love the detail of how partially frozen my my arm cannon becomes when I'm outside in this area. That is so cool. Huh? Grapple. Psychic grapple point. Connection point for the psychic grapple. Swinging back and forth from it can generate momentum for point-to-point traversal. Psychic grapple points are fixed anchors of concentrated psychic energy for use with a psychic grapple and function similarly to standard grapple points. Before they can be used, they must first be materialized. However, without a psychic grapple, they cannot be used. Psychic grapple points are often arrayed across large gaps, requiring users to swing back and forth to generate the momentum for point-to-point traversal. But I have the psychic grapple, don't I? Oh, wait, no, I had the psychic lasso, not the grapple. I assume that's what I'm gonna go grab next. Oh, shit. Thank God I have the ability to jump. This joke is going to stay relevant as long as I played Prime 4. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Get me up. Get me out of here, please. Take me to a safe spot. Huh? The anchor chain joiner connecting the wind turbine to the rock wall is damaged. A strong shock will break it. That looks safe. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No way in hell was I going to scan that. Conveniently placed psychic grapple points floating in the air because Chatun Valoon lives on. No. No. Oh. This is offline. Gondola control. Oh, okay. So that's how I get out of here. Huh? Excavator melted using high heat. A circuitry malfunction has rendered the door itself inoperable. Do not auto-aim these enemies. How much damage do they do normally? Literally nothing in comparison to the freaking scarabs in Chozo Ruins, to my surprise. Oh, that's a first. A broken door that you can only enter by just going underneath it with a morph ball. Oh, shit. Okay. Bomb slot. Okay, can't go over there. How in the hell am I supposed to reach that? Activating the bomb slot will unlock the shutter. More panel here. Records. There's little more we can do. Every experiment has ended in failure, and the results remain unchanged. If we put the facility into low power mode, it should remain intact for as long as there are maintenance tanks to look after it. We can leave behind our records, but will anyone ever see them? And if so, will they succeed where we could not? No, this is not the time for doubt. We must do everything we can. Something obviously happened to them while something obviously happened to the Remorn researchers while they were doing these experiments. Perhaps they got possessed by the green energy? Ow! Oh, right. Or those snow roaches. What in the hell is this? Data Archive Cluster 1, Cryogenic and Bioform Studies, Containment Unit Research and Development. Look like satellites. Data Archive Cluster 2, Captured Specimen Identification and Medical Records. This is just offline here. Contains data on past laboratory experimentation and research on bioforms, including recordings. More information. Generators right here. That's number 4. Let me see number 3. Data Archive Cluster 3. Treatment Examination. Saros 00143. Guess it's just the name of the specimen. Psychic experimentation and genetic transformation research and development. Video log backups of experimentation and treatment. Transport tube, a network for moving small cargo currently offline. I'm gonna break these before they, before I activate the generator, so screw you. Exhibit A. Fire doesn't seem to be effective against these things. Oh, thank God there's a safe station. The shot ammo is not as common than what I expected it would be. Alright, so that'll have to be the end of this episode. I'm going to, you know, experience the rest of what is contained inside these research facilities in the next one, because there was a lot that I saw, and I'm really not, you know, I got a huge, huge negative feeling about everything that's happening on screen. There's like all the experiments that the Lemorn are doing, and just putting everything at a standstill, getting so close to reaching that break point, and they're expecting someone else to finish what they've started. Why do I get the feeling that this mantle of the Chosen One that Samus is carrying is not going to, is not going to lead to anything good, but it's just, I don't know, being used for something that I don't know if I want. I don't know if I trust the Lemorn. I really do not know if I trust them. Just by looking at all this, I don't know. I really don't know what to think. But anyway, that'll have to include the end of this episode. Hope to see you again in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. It's GBA049, signing out, going offline, and see you next mission. S-tier ambience and world building, though, gotta say. Let's hope it keeps it up.